Hello, Christian. It is Thursday night. I'm really sorry that this is late again. I have to stop apologizing. I'm not going to apologize anymore. I'm not sorry that this is late. I've been really busy. I just got back from a spaghetti dinner for my cross country team, which was a lot of fun. I'm currently working on a really interesting social studies project that I'd like to talk to you about. It's for economics, so of course it has to do with the economy and planning and traveling and budgeting, but we have to pick a foreign country and we have to plan a trip there, like down to every penny. Like the street vendors we get bagels from, or, the pack of gum we buy on the way out of the airport. And I'm really enjoying it. It's a lot of work, but I'm really enjoying it just because it's fun to imagine. But I'm also wondering how much planning I'd actually do if I just got up and flew halfway across the world. My project is to go to Athens, Greece, which is an amazing place. I really want to go there. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's a great place, and I love Greek mythology. It's my favorite kind of mythology. Roman mythology is good too. Egyptian is cool, but really confusing. Greek has always been my favorite. But it just reminds me of how much I'd like to travel, which maybe I will someday, you never know. I was thinking about your opinions on death, and they're really interesting. I know I talked a little bit about what I think, but I'd like to say a couple other things. First of all, I agree with you that someday, inevitably everything will be forgotten and nothing we ever did will matter. But I question the possibility that nothing will matter. Because I think in the end, what matters is what you did, not what's going on right now. And when I say that, I mean, what matters is the purpose you gave your action at the moment that it was being played, not, 5,000 years later, how significant it is. And I think maybe it's important for everyone to remember that every single choice we make is important to someone or something, or will do something in the grand scheme of things. That doesn't mean that you have to worry about every single thing you do. You have to worry about if you step on an ant, you could ruin the whole face of the planet. But maybe it's important to remember that, even if we don't think that something that we did matters, it might matter to someone. So, I guess just be careful of what we do. Basically, I thought all of this because I made the awful mistake of accidentally touching the bottom of my desk in math, and there was gum stuck to it, and it was disgusting. And if that person had made the choice to not put the gum there, then I would not have had the discomfort of asking to go to the bathroom while being just disgusted, there's not even a word for it, by the fact that there was gum under the desk and I touched it. I know I shouldn't freak out, but I did. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I don't agree. I don't know if there's something else after death. I'd like to think that it's one of the adventures that we go through. When I say go through, I mean one of the adventures that we take once this adventure is over. And maybe what comes after death is more adventurous, or maybe it's less, or maybe there's nothing at all. I can definitely entertain the possibility that there's nothing at all. I sometimes think about, what would happen? Where do all of what's left go? I don't know what's left when you die. Maybe it's like your soul, your essence. I'm not sure. The topic came up, the topic of burial, when a good friend of mine died, which was very sad. He was an older friend. He was more of a teacher to me, really, but he chose to be cremated, and his ashes were sort of tossed into the ocean. And I was thinking about what, what I would like have to happen when I do die. And I feel like when you bury a body, it's just so cold, like the body's stuck in there. And I liked the idea of, having a little piece just sort of go into the wind, and not necessarily ashes to ashes, dust to dust, but just sort of free. It's something to think about. Anyways, I hope you're having a good week. I'd like to hear your opinion on the changing of the seasons, whether you like winter, whether you don't. I'd like to hear what the weather is like down, in crazy South Carolina. And also I'd like to put in that we had an earthquake this week. I didn't feel it. Apparently a lot of other people did, and it was sort of a big deal. No one, I don't think, got hurt. There was no serious destruction. I believe the worst thing that happened was a flower pot got knocked over and there was a flower fatality. It was very, very sad. But I thought it was kind of interesting. Stuff like that doesn't usually happen in New England. Anyways, I'll see you later. Good night.